Well, for the cosmic energy forecast for this week, which is March 24th, we have the Sun in Aries until April 20th, actually. And it's making many of us feel a bit more enthusiastic and spontaneous, which we kind of needed after that kind of lazy period we all had for a couple weeks. It may also be giving you a desire to conquer what's been holding you back pre-eclipse. And now it's just time to really push forward and welcome growth to the seeds you've been so diligently planting since the start of the new year. With Aries in play, the energy is also bouncing back to us pretty quickly with little shame in our game as we push forward in uncomplicated yet brave sort of manner with a little bit of innocence hidden in there. Mercury is in Pisces until the end of the month, and this means our thinking process is a little bit more visual and intuitive at this time. Allow your imagination to really flow, and it's a time to be especially attuned to your emotions as well as your thoughts and communication. They're being very filtered strongly through overwhelming feelings and just that push and drive and wanting to get to the end quicker than you need to. Remember that every day is a part of your divine path, and sometimes it's a little lower than you want to be, but there's reasons for it. Venus is in Taurus until April 11th, causing very content and possessive feeling for some, especially those who are seeking security and value that they just want to last. And through our appetite for pleasure, it's strong, really strong at this time, and it's important to remember that your self-worth is important, and you are important to the world. And honor your morals, and don't settle for less. Mars is also in Aries until the end of March, where it feels just kind of right at home and a sign that it rules, boosting its power and amplifying that spontaneous energy I just mentioned. It's more of a competitive and inspirational spirit. Many dreams are currently in a stage of deep development at this time as we allow what we've been working on and to manifest in this realm, which makes a lot of sense. I know there's a lot of projects being built and finalized right now.
Yeah, you can say that again.
With the mix of energy surrounding us at this time, it's a little bit more emotional in our lives right now, and though we may feel especially inspired by those that we love, it's a good time to really spend time with those that you love, your family, your friends, and those you care about, and embrace your life. Just embrace every aspect of your life. As for the moon, after it stands with the sun last week during the eclipse, it's now void of course and is shifting from signs Taurus on Sunday into Gemini on Tuesday, and then shifts to Cancer on Thursday and Leo on Saturday. It's currently in a waxing period, and that means it's generally favorable for new beginnings. So it seems that emotions are high and new things are happening and kind of coming to a finalization for the next step to begin. So shine on through your week and show love and appreciation for everyone around you. And that's my cosmic energy forecast for this week.
Nice. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Definitely appreciated that. And I'm sure everybody in the audience did too. So now I'm going to continue with the solar flare update. As you can see here. That up a little bit. Alright. Once I get my paper. So we have had around 30 solar flares since last Tuesday, but 18 of those were actually on Wednesday, March 18th. And since the sun activity has dropped, there's around 2 solar flares a day since Wednesday, and all of them have been in the low C class of the solar flares. So the activity of the sun has dropped quite a bit. I feel like the 20th and 21st, the solar activity was at a maximum, and after that it sort of needs a break.
Yeah, after last week, I think a lot of the planets are just kind of calming down their energy force.
Yes. And I know we did a releasing ceremony during the eclipse, and literally my entire body was super sore. Every single one of my chakra centers was just super sore, and I'm a little sore right now still. So the fact that the activity of the sun has dropped, I feel like that means also that our activity, our physical activity, our mental activity, we just sort of need to relax a little bit. So take this advice from Silaman and just do a relaxing meditation, or take a bath, or whatever you do that makes you feel relaxed and calm, you should be doing that this week. Definitely. So I'm going to move on now. We have the fact that we've had minimum solar activity is interesting because we have had, right now we have a maximum amount of Earth-facing sunspots. There's 8 sunspots that are facing Earth right now. This thing's going a little crazy. But if you can see my mouse right here in the bottom right corner, I believe that was sunspot 2297. Let me double check. Yeah, that was this is sunspot 2297, which is one of the sunspots that was giving us the most trouble last week. And as you can see, this is sort of moving past, so now it's not facing Earth anymore. But the biggest sunspot that we have right now is 2305, which is the sunspot that you can see right here. And so if we do have any solar flares, look for this sunspot right here to be the culprit for that. So solar wind has continued with high levels. It is around 550 kilometers per second right now. And expect the bright auroras to continue throughout the week. So last week, if you watched the solar flare update, the 2 bright spots on the dwarf planet Ceres, excuse me.
Well, this time last week we had aliens attacking our podcast during the solar flare update.
Yes.
So
Yes, we did. Actually, yeah, you're totally right. But we did cover this story maybe 2 weeks ago. But you can see here the 2 bright spots that start off here and then sort of rotate around. Computer's frozen right now. So if it unfreezes. So, all right, there we go. Oh, okay, I'll just leave it like this. But you'll see the 2 bright spots come around this area. Oh, there they are. And they kind of. No, this is Ceres.
Okay.
This is the largest interplanetary planet that is within the inner solar system. This is one that is, it's got water on it. They have measured there's about 1/8 amount of water on Ceres compared to Earth. So just continue to focus on the story because it's going to be pretty big, especially once NASA begins to publish some more of the higher def photos that they will be taking and publishing in April. So hopefully we'll get an explanation for these bright spots. But my personal opinion, I believe that it is a base on that planet, and NASA may be keeping quiet. They may have already known, which is why they are going to this spot. You're telling me to wrap it up? Okay. All right. Yeah. So just keep an eye on this story for the next few weeks. And with that, I'll end the solar flare update with that. And until next Tuesday.